Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making episode 171. We're currently playing as Kaiser Almeric the Wise of the Holy Roman Empire. He's the son of Kaiser Baldwin the Blessed, who himself was the son of Kaiser Anselm the Great, and so on and so forth, all the way back to Duke Otto of Saxony, our starting character. The Charlemagne DLC dropped over the week while I was working and, couldn't be recording. We have not upgraded to it. I have not only not purchased it, but I have used Steam's beta program to revert to patch 2.1.6, I believe it is. I have no idea how to check that. If you're unsure of how to do that, find Crusader Kings in your Steam directory, right-click to go to Properties, go to the beta program, and just opt into the 2.1.6 beta. It should be the second one down on the list for reasons. And that will let you play without Charlemagne's patch, because even if you don't buy the Charlemagne DLC, you still get the patch which comes with it, which apparently nerfs the ever-loving fuck out of retinues. You can see here our retinues are the same, so this has obviously not happened to us. And as usual, when Paradox nerfs the fuck out of retinues or the levy system or anything for you to get troops, they don't really adjust hordes or adventurers or things like that, so it's never a good idea to immediately go along with the patch. Just stay on the beta until the patch fix comes out in like 2 months or whatever. Anyway, let's have a look at what's going on. So we have the Holy Roman County War for Duke Theodoric II's claim on Caracal. Right, because that's a secondary war in there. Yes, of course, of course. We have the same sort of thing for Barony over here, which we're just sort of dealing with this army. Good, good. And here we have the Prince's claim on Persia. Right, down here, I remember. We had an adventurer actually fire against us. And it turns out he wasn't terrible. We're kind of relying on the Nubians, our allies in that war, to come up, but they don't appear to be doing that for reasons. And lastly, we have a Tengri revolt, which we should be dealing with up here. Yeah, that's what these guys are doing. And I think we have truces with pretty much everybody else, but let's deal with this adventurer. Oh, and so also we have another adventurer threat. This fellow is going to declare war for the Kingdom of Punjab on us in about a year and a half. And we're not trying to murder him because we're trying to kill the current empress of the Vagala Empire over here to maybe cause some more issues for them. And to reset our truce timer. And just before we get back into it, I'm sorry. We do have a truce expiring, but it's with some guy who isn't important in any way, shape or form. I just want to check out our buildings just to be absolutely sure that there's nothing that we can build in them, because we have a absurd amount of money. And I think we're going to be fairly out of luck. So yeah, I haven't actually played the, Charlemagne expansion or the Charlemagne patch, simply because I haven't had the time, and ain't nobody got time for that. But I have read the forums, and as usual, I will be forming my opinion based on what I read there. So, from what I understand, retinues have been nerfed to all hell. Instead of having 500-man units, you now have 200-man units. They cost more than the 500-man units. They have a maintenance fee, so you come here and you'll always have a fee hit, like army levies normally do in Raised. Now, there's some differing opinions about this. The main one, a lot of people like it because a lot of people hate retinues for no good reason. The problem is that retinues were part of a DLC which was charged for, like it was $10 or whatever, for the Legacy of Rome DLC. So if you bought that so that you could get retinues, these guys are moving for some reason, But if you got that so that you could get retinues, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they've nerfed the hell out of them, is that, like, really a fair thing? Think about that. These guys have moved. I wish they wouldn't move. We'll try and chase them down and deal with them. What do we got here? We can create 9 titles, none of them matter. That's probably what's come up. We've got a Baghdadian revolt. It's not going to matter. And these guys are in a position to attack. We cannot assault because we're not the leader of the siege. That's okay. Anyway, yeah, if you buy, you know, a DLC, it costs you real money. And then the thing which you got in that DLC is just basically destroyed. See, Australia has really strong consumer protection laws, and that just strikes me, and so that informs my feelings on, you know, consumers and business relations and that sort of thing, but it strikes me as wrong. Okay, this is interesting. So they only have 18,000 men. The Nubians are not going to help us. They're not moving up in any way, shape or form. Let's see, where can we attack this from? A river flows between Sakia, Bahara, and Fustat. So between this one, and this one. So I need to get these guys into Asyut. And then I can strike up with no river crossing. We'll still have mountains. Yes. Somewhat. We'll still have mountains, but we should be able to, you know, flood them a bit. And we've got a decent enough supply limit there, but it's not going to matter too much. Why are you coming down to Sakia? You should not be coming down to Sakia. You should be going like that. And how are we doing up here? Ah, good. We'll have a fight. There we are. Oh, very nice. Just utter slaughter. Should kill them all. Yep, wonderful. Tangri Revolt is over. Thank you. Now, regrettably, not upgrading to the patch means that we won't be able to fix any of the, you know, crash bugs that we've been having with Holy Wars. I'm not even sure if it's actually a bug. It's probably just too much stress on the system. However, I believe it's a 2.2 patch is what dropped alongside Charlemagne, is full of bugs. Utterly full of bugs. To start with, you can't play as a Merchant Republic because as soon as succession happens, you lose. Due to something to do with how that works. So, that's great. You can't... Oh yeah, you can't play on a Linux system. So, you know, GG. And you're supposed to be able to play on a Linux system. The game just crashes horribly when you do, or something like that. And I forget most of the bugs, but you know, they're pretty major. Oh, there's something to do with Mesopotamian faces, I read. For the Mesopotamian faces, wherever they are, in Mesopotamia, I imagine, completely glitchy and just terrible. Okay, so we're in a position to strike, so let's go ahead with that. We'll get there on the 14th, these guys will get there on the 11th, so we delay by 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Perfect. 12th and 15th. Oh, 14th and 15th, sorry. These guys will not be able to evade, and so we'll be able to crush these little bastards. As long as we're on pause the game. Yeah, let you rot. Okay, so he does have some fairly decent military commanders. We'll win, because we have, you know, more than twice his men. But he does have those. So I'll just wait for this to go before we deal with more of my ranting or opinions. Okay, let's see. We killed 13,000 of them, huge amounts of everything, and we kidnapped Bazorg here. We can't execute him because he holds a temporary title. We're taking attrition, but honestly not that much. And we just sent one army over to deal with them, and this other army can actually head over into Egypt. Yeah, where it was guarding against the Sunni rebellion. That's excellent. Anyway, oh, looks like the Pope has died, about time, and been replaced by Pope Hormisdas, who doesn't particularly like us, but not any more than the Pope normally doesn't. Now, I think I wanted to do something with him, but I cannot remember what. But there was somebody who I wanted excommunicated. My son, perhaps? Tell you what, factions aren't exactly doing all that well. Here's in... Ah, right. Good old Doge of Solano. XCOM. Anyway, the design philosophy around the retinue nerf, which is the major thing. Let's not mistake that. Yo, imprison this dude. Good. And now that he's in prison, we'll just keep him there. I'm not going to execute him randomly. Good. The opinion of Thrace has increased. Oh, they're pretty happy with me anyway. Good. We should move our Chancellor. He's not doing anything where he is. Let's move him to Rome, actually. So I do like the Pope having a, decent opinion of me. It's a nice little thing to have. Anyway, as I was going on about, as we get attacked here. Yes, so the retinue changes seem to be based off retin per converted. That's nothing I'm concerned about. They're based off the kind of game that we're playing here. I mean, right now we have ridiculous amounts of levies. Not levies, retinues and levies. But if we were to use those levies, we wouldn't be able to muster them all into one place to deal with things. It'd be awkward for us. However, it's quite obvious at this point, barring massive internal schisms, it's impossible for us to fail. We're too big to fail. We're the Wall Street Bank of the 13th century. And you know what? That's fine. That is absolutely fine. We've played this game up to this point. We've actually had some challenges. And, it's not like we didn't earn this. However, a lot of people think that we shouldn't be able to hold on to a realm this large. And, maybe they'd have a point. That's why we're releasing kingdoms, because I don't want to have to deal with rebellions in Mali and eventually rebellions up in the British Isles, just because of the logistic issues. But if we want to play this game in the way that we are doing so, why should we not be allowed to do so? It is a single-player game. Okay, so we've won this rebellion. So what happens is he loses 150 prestige. He has to pay us 4 gold, which is probably all that he has. Are you kidding me? Why? That's ridiculous. He pays us 4 gold and he has 800. We also imprison him. He loses his claim and we get some prestige. Now we can demand his religious conversion. He's not all that good, I've got to be honest. If he was any good, we might try that, and maybe if he didn't have the attempted murder thing. Attempted murder? Oh, come on, he is Zikri, come on. We can still banish him with absolutely no ill effects. He does have claims on some places still. We're going to banish him for the gold, I think. Why would executing lower my vassals? I'm going to banish him. Normally banishing people gives you a negative thingy, but it seems in this case we were allowed to do that. So we just nabbed some gold off him, everybody's happy, and I'm going to send this army here. What were they doing? They were probably going to be helping out with the Turkestan issue, so they can go up there. Speaking of Turkestan, 6 years. guy should really give up. Oh, what else do we have? You. Yep, 6 years. We're still trying to kill her. You, we probably have like 6 years with. Yep. How long do we actually have with this one? 8 years. Why isn't she being murdered? Oh well. Yeah, anyway, so the retinue balances are really for the current realm size that we're at. And this is one of the design choices that I disagree with. Where we're at right now is an exceptional case. We own a, not meaning to cause any offense to people, but a retarded amount of land. And just, it's not we're not supposed to be at this level. The game should not be balanced around the point where we are at right now. I'll just be completely clear on that. We're in a position that the game should not be balanced around. Where the game should be balanced around, in my humble opinion, is the ducal level. And there have been some additions with the demesne limits and things like that. Emperor demesne size has been reduced by 1. Duke demesne size has apparently been increased by 1, which is a little weird. But, you know, I guess it's alright. Okay, we've got another county conversion, but neither of the two that we want. Nope. Still, we're you know, getting conversions around here, and is that the one up there? No. We're getting conversions into places where it also will matter eventually, so I'm fine with that. I'm not going to expel any knights or anything like that. I just want to hold some feasts or something. But yeah, so if the game balanced around that particular, like our current area of expertise or size, it doesn't make any sense, because if you balance it for here, you're imbalancing it for everywhere else. And a lot of people have reported that as a county or a duchy with reduced retinue sizes, it's literally impossible to hold off against an adventure or a revolt. Which isn't good. I mean, it basically means that, you know, it's game over. Oh, and also, as we mentioned that one time, the assassinate button is gone in the new patch. Now, that was supposed to be gone in return for increased plotting stuff. Guess what? We didn't get increased plotting stuff. So, yeah, basically removed functionality from the game. And for what? Not much. That's what. Are there any other little shitty one province things in our realm that we can deal with? Oh wow. Okay, so we're on one page now. How about that? Okay, so the empires, Mauritania, Abyssinia, Nubia, Jerusalem, Bulgaria, Africa, yep, Mali, yep, Millennia, yep. So all of these places here are friendly. Well, they're places that we've released on purpose. The Deccan and Bengal empires, they're not. Turkestan isn't. The Brotherhood of the Holy Sepulchre is not. Asia Maru is not. I'm not even... Oh, that's that place in there. Does that have 5 holdings? So it does. And of course, the Knights of Calatrava and the Knights of Santiago. The Knights of Calatrava are not beholden to us, and neither are the Knights of Santiago. However, I cannot declare war on them. Neither can I offer them vassalization. Interesting. Not that important. I hate having these sieges where we're not, you know, involved in it. Off to jail. I've decided that the off to jail option is better to maintain realm integrity. for whenever somebody asks me about a plotter. We're going to have to get rid of Mosul. I don't know why somebody owns Mosul over there, but we're going to have to deal with that. So why are you held by Mosul? It just doesn't make sense to me. It's just weird. I mean, it should be part of Berry. Is Berry even a duchy? Yeah, he's the Duke of Berry. Jeez, man, why don't you take it? There's a bit of Cairo up here. Ugh, that's because the Duke himself holds it. So I can actually deal with that right now. Claim on Prusa, and we'll have a claim on Nicomedia. Yeah, so overall I think that the most recent... Oh, population of Ket, lovely. The most recent DLC patch thing is bad. Thank you. And while he's doing his little claim thing, I'm going to revoke the title of Prusa from you. Now that's normally part of the Duchy of Nicaea. Do we actually have a Duke of Nicaea? We do! Lovely! And I don't think he owns a ridiculous... Oh no, he also owns Achaea. Oh, that's fine. That's alright. We're going to keep all of that anyway. Any moment now though, guys. Thank you. Silly Pope. Now he hates me. Castle Shipyard has been built in Frueli. And that's your lot. Right. Good, he has decided to accept the revocation, so let's revoke the other one. Great. And we'll just be giving that to the Duke of Nicaea here. Yeah, because he wants it, right? Yes, desires the county of Prusa. Have it. Pretty sure you're supposed to. Ah, excellent. That's siege. Will you give up now? No. Alright, let's head on down here. These places have retinues on them. So we're going to just have to wait that out. He accepts. Diplomatically explain why I cannot. So now this guy will also want... Yep, the county of Nicomedia. So we'll just give that out. Ain't no thing. And that should have fixed that little issue there. Very nice. I'm not too sure if there's going to be an issue here. It doesn't really look like it, but you can never be too sure. We're going to have to keep Georgia, by the way, because I just noticed it before the recording started, but King Daitwin here is somehow of my dynasty. I don't know what I was thinking, or whether something changed in the meantime, or whatever. But yeah, a little annoying that. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with it. That's the only war that we're currently at. These factions look impressive, but they've only got 7% men. Even independence is going to be looking shit wherever it is. You're still the same old dude. Yep, you're still the same. Why won't you die already? Yeah, I think I've covered my main disagreements with the new patch. I mean, make no mistake, we could probably deal with it. Probably. I wouldn't want to deal with it, but we could probably deal with the whole monetary issue because we do make a lot of cash. We may have to disband some of our retinues and all that sort of stuff, which I don't want to do. If I've got to do it, I've got to do it, but I don't want to do it. My son, Prince Walram, is turning into a braggart, so we've got him being proud here. Proud is fine. I have no issues with being proud. Where's that guy even coming from? He's coming from the Vagala Empire. We've got enough troops sitting there to deal with it when it happens. Oh, look. Military organization increased in Underments. Oh. In a way that has no bearing on us whatsoever. You know what? Let's waste some money on the Pope. I'm going to buy an indulgence for my sins. And meanwhile, let's try and really speed along this murder plot. You. You. And I think that's it. Wow. Only the Spy Master would join in, but he's got, look at that, he's got moral qualms, he likes her too much. Yeah, it's not happening. But we got 2 extra ones in, so that's another, what, 15, 20% war score? Not war score, plot power. Okay, I am ill. It's not such a bad thing. I mean, ideally I don't particularly want Count Baldwin here to inherit. I would prefer Prince Walram here to inherit when he ages up, just because he's quick and he's got some good stats. But, you know, it is what it is. The Holy Father has granted his absolution, so that costs us 3,724.39 gold. We get 25 piety, and we increase his opinion of us. We're gonna do it just because we're doing it. But seriously, dude. Such a rip-off. Okay. Demand converted. Where was demand? Oh, didn't want to find characters. I wanted to find location or title. County of demand. Ah, right, down in here. Oh, that's good. That's good. We're starting to get rid of the Jains and Hindus in our realm, and some of the Buddhists. The more we convert, the easier things we get. Culture also matters, but you know, religion is the big kicker. I'd really like to see a lot more of this stuff converting to my culture group in my nominated area. Still, we're getting pretty decent here. The Norse stuff could take a while to get rid of it. Oh well. Yeah, all those empires are still doing their thing. Almost managed to miss out on New Year's lag. Where's our Spy Master at? Good, he's still down in Kofasara. And yeah, see, again, we can't order an assault, but we're ripping through them. This castle here, the Barony of La Roche de Rossel, or Rossel, should be the last one that we've got to deal with. My niece became of legal age. She has a wonderful trait there. You marry her off to anybody? The King of Africa? Yeah, why not? King of Africa. Off you go. The King of Africa thinks that he should marry her, so I'm just going to wait out the time. Yep, and we're no longer ill. Good on us. There we go. Ooh, come on. I know they're besieging Sugarov up here, but seriously, it's not going to be an issue. Duke Fyodoric of Ital has gathered more stuff than he wants. We should give him Kipchak. Yes, no, it's a commendable initiative, because that one Duke owns all of that. And he should really just own that. It's like a 3-time Duke or something. Got a peasant revolt for us. Okay, he doesn't think he should surrender that thing, so we're going to have a bit of a negative opinion with him and all that sort of stuff. Oh, where is this peasant revolt at? You grubby little peasant scum. Okay. That shouldn't actually be too hard to deal with. You know, eventually. More opinion with the Pope. Okay, we've successfully won that barony, and we still have a no, so we're just going to hop on next door. Oh, good, we actually have a murder attempt on the Empress of the Vagalar Empire, and we should be able to take this place next door pretty easily. I wonder if they've actually been progressing the siege? No, they wouldn't have been. There's only 500 men from Aleppo besieging the place, and there's something like 512, 520 guys behind the walls, so they have been unable to progress the siege. Yeah, 524. Now that we're there, though, that will go quickly. Okay. So hopefully that murder plan goes off without a hitch, and we can declare a holy war and, well, basically get on it. I think what I will try and take... I don't want to try and take this area here, because insanely that's 3 different duchies. I mean, they'll all be county claims, but, you know, I'd prefer to take a decent swath of her territory. We'll have to see how things look after she dies. Yep, she's dead. Unfortunately, my complicity was revealed. That's alright. So now this guy is in charge. He only holds that one county, but let's just have a look at his vassals. Okay, so most of his vassals like him. This guy in particular really likes him and holds that territory. That's not reasonable for us to take. This guy holds that territory down there, huh? So our next war is going to be for Thessaly, because we just want to remove anybody's, well, good vassals. Let him rot. Okay, let's see if we can actually plot to murder this guy. No, we can't. And he's actually going to declare on us fairly shortly. The 27th of June this year. We'll just have to take it on the chin. Now, can we get anybody else murdered? This guy perhaps? Nope. Can we actually get this guy murdered? Oh, maybe. So what we do here is start the plot up before. Like before we, you know, get to war and all that sort of business, so that it's already underway, we're already kind of making progress on it, that sort of business. We don't give it too much, though. We just give it a few guys. Which turns out to be all that we can afford. Or, you know, all that we can get to join in. Oh, hey, this war's done. It must have been war score ticking up, so let's end that war. Very good. And now this army can go back home. Good-o. Where are they actually moving to? Kabul? Oh, they're headed back to Kabul. Okay. Whatever, bros. Duke Widukind is asking for their thing. We're going to say it's not actually... Where is he? Duke of Samos. Okay, we'll give him a claim on the perpetrator's titles. Don't like doing that, but you know, if it happens. Ooh, we've had improved keeps in Salzburg. And improved keeps in Passau. Unfortunately, that's just the next level of castle fortifications. But hey, it's all good. Speaking of, what are we advancing next? Castle infrastructure? Yeah, castle infrastructure is next. And as soon as that keep upgrades, we can build castle walls. That's good. It's very good. Right, we've got a holy war to declare. I'm not declaring it immediately because that will immediately give him the rep boost, or you know, the plus 75 for defending against infidels. And while these three guys are in prison, we'll just have to see. I don't think he's going to have a rebellion or anything. I mean, we've got enough guys to get a murder on him, but, you know. It's not particularly unusual. Those guys have moved back into Kabul while our army continues to track them down. Nope. I'm just stopping these guys from moving because they're in kind of a weird position. Alright, bugger it. What did I say for this place down here? Which would be Thessaly. Let's go. Okay, so we let him raise his troops up, but then we just sort of jump in on them. You know, take out what we can. These guys are going to head down and hit... Oh, this place first in Sambelper. It's nice and easy. And we shouldn't have too much to worry about in terms of supply. Which is good. I don't like worrying about supply. Oh, and another thing in the patch which I forgot about is the tech trees are completely redone. Now you need to research a particular level of, I think, legalism before you can change your crown authority to particular levels and things like that. So it sticks you in Gavelkind forever. Allegedly. And being stuck in Gavelkind is, well, all of the balls being sucked. Okay, we're just going to assault this holding here. Nice and easy. These places have a lot of troops. We're going to hit this one up here because it's got less. Yep, still got a murder plot going against him. I don't think we're going to have any issues there. We could totally imprison my son here. What, because he's a faction leader or something? Oh no, because he's trying to kill Prince Baldwin. Right, I remember. How's that plot going with you, buddy? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, not too well, huh? Not too well. Tobruk has finally converted to the Catholic faith. Very good. We can move our chaplain to Senussi. And while Senussi currently has, you know, tuberculosis, I'm sure that our chaplain will survive by the grace of God. And if he doesn't, we've got so many more. More opinion with the Pope. Oh, we lost a trade post. Tear. We'll probably be assaulting this place as soon as we can. We are actually having a little supply issue there. Shouldn't be too big. So I'll just try and quickly conquer it. Where's my adventurer? 27th of June. There we go. Acto converted, and yeah, you can see here he's just managed to raise up, 19,000 dudes. No worries, or more like 21 foul. No worries, guys. Just had those dudes sitting around in that province, huh? That province with a supply limit of 19,000. And he should have declared war on me for Punjab. Yes, very good. And our army should be able to get to that peasant revolt in the next 8 days. And they'll do what they do. Where is he going? Baruli? Okay. The Kingdom of Punjab is this one all the way over here, I think. Yes. Okay, nice little siege there. It's all wrapped up. Duke Widukind is apparently the target of many assassination attempts. Tiz has converted. And we completely destroyed the peasant revolt. Good. And now I'm just going to put these guys basically in the outskirts of Punjab, just in here. In a place which has a lot of rivers going, into it. So hopefully they'll get there before the adventurer will, and, he'll have to make a decision of whether to attack them or not. We'll see. We'll see. It also looks like... Did they? Why are these guys suddenly hostile to me? Oh, they joined in on the host wall. Well, that's interesting. What I'm going to do is go to this guy's... He's leading those troops. So we're going to go and try and murder him viciously. The Zikri faith is now the dominant Sunni faith. Alright. I thought it was that already, but sure, whatever. Okay, that's all of those places. So now I'm moving these guys down here to this lovely little place which has a very nice high supply limit. They are moving this fairly sizable army at me. I'm not worried about it though. Okay, so one of them is headed there. And one of them has stopped. That's quite strange. Okay, they're not going to move down to Varaja? Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, nice victory, nice victory. I'm going to let these guys keep on occupying because maybe that'll give us the 100% war score with the Vegalas. Bunch of factions disbanding. This is because we're technically defending against infidels. Due to this. Which, hey, it's a nice touch, isn't it? I think that also gives us a lot more army levies to raise because people like us more. I mean, the adventurer is not a threat at all, but, we'll still crush him. Looks like he's settled in. So what I'm going to do is lift this siege and go up there and just beat up that army. I'm also going to send these guys back up north. into Fergana. I've done that because they're no longer really required. Yeah, we're already at 88%. These guys are moving into this place that we've already taken, but I'm not terribly, you know, worried about that sort of thing. It doesn't have any... Apparently this is not a river crossing. Yeah. Amazing. That is not a river crossing. We would be attacking into jungle, but pretty sure we'd be alright. Okay, so we've got the Janus FedEx, so let them move to a more less prominent location. My son here is of legal age. He is Midas touched. Good on him. He needs land though. So that's my sons, that's my sons, that's my kinsman. Okay, so we'll take Istria. Put a claim on it. Pope will get back to us in 9 days, and then we'll just take it and give it to our son. Okay, a little bit of a fight here. These guys appear to be attempting to reinforce it, but we should be, you know, done there. More opinion with the Pope. Let him rot. My request has granted. So Istria, I am revoking your county. He'll get back to us in 5 days. Okay, so we defeated them and they're now running to Nymiza. We are going to follow them. Because even with this large army there, we should be able to deal with it. And you just attack that. Okay, here's revoked Istria, that is fine, and we're just going to check it out. Because we've got so much money, we might as well spend some if necessary. Build that university. Build that church. Thank you. Okay, and now we just find our unlanded son. We're going to marry him. Almost forgot about that. And we're going to marry him to the Countess of Glamorgan. Yeah, even though she's a lesbian, she is a Grey Eminence, which means she's got plenty of, you know, structure up there in terms of fertility rates. Yeah, so we'll do that. She would prefer a matrilineal marriage. I literally don't care. She'll get back to us in 16 days. We'll take the slight penalty that we take for, you know, having over our demand size for just that period of time, and then we'll land the guy. Yep, nice victory. Now where are they going? Mathura. We're not going to chase them down to this army. We're going to chase him down to this army once this army has done its thing. So these guys can just head back down here, I guess. Yeah. Okay, she's accepted that suggestion. Good, wonderful, wonderful. And now we grant our son the County of Istria. Sorted. Now, the reason why we're going to smash up this guy really hard is that I'm trying to, you know, mess with him, basically. Town infrastructure in Kempton increased. That means precisely nothing for us, but, you know, let's just upgrade their money-making facilities. Why not? I like to give to the people. Just saying. Okay, so we're besieging this place. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much effort. Likewise down here, let's just take the damn place. So now there's 20,000 guys sitting there. That's somewhat concerning to me. because there are other armies around the place and all that sort of stuff. But we have hit 100% war score, so we're just really going to kind of just move around and try and sweep up guys and that sort of thing. Just like that. Nice and easy. And these guys can probably move out of there. We are getting close to the end of the episode. I will be recording another one today, despite it is actually a Saturday for me. It's my, day of Death Watch. But, well, I get up early now, don't I? Senussi converted. Ah, that is wonderful. That's all of Egypt now. All of Egypt is now Catholic. We're not really contributing any tech growth, so yeah, I'm gonna continue sending my chaplain around to proselytize, and this time I'm going to try converting some of these Tengri lands, just because rebellions in the steppes are very annoying to deal with, just because of the travel times that are involved. Excuse me. But that means that next episode we'll be releasing Egypt as a de jure kingdom. Very nice. And then we'll never have to worry about that place again. Let's just get our guys out of Egypt, because it is actually a fairly decent whack of territory. Where am I going to send these dudes? Baghdad. Or, Kazakhstan. The Tigris Delta, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'll be recording another episode directly after this one, hopefully, assuming nothing goes wrong. Okay, a bunch of people I don't particularly care about. No, all good. Who's your heir? This guy. Oh look, this army is right next to us. Can we hit them? Not in time. Can we stop them moving? Yep, now can we hit them? Seems so. We're going to have New Year's lag in between. What's just happened? Why did my dements just drop? Right, my wife has become infirm. That's somewhat of an issue. Drop it like it's hot. I am a bad person. Tariqa has just become part of the Holy Roman Empire on a de jure basis. It was normally part of Tartaria, I believe. Very nice. I'm not sure where next will be. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Norway? But it's a while off. Anyway, yeah, we're dropping our wife and trying to find somebody better. Because she became infirm, so her stats went down. Yeah, we've won this. Come on, Pope. There we go. Thank you very much. I will give her some money, though. Just 20 gold, just to be nice, sort of a thanks for doing that sort of thing. Gonna pick an ambition. And now we're going to find somebody to marry. Now, I don't actually care how old they are here. I don't care how old they are because we've got plenty of sons. So we're literally looking for the person with the best stats. Corolla here is a pretty good one, 21, but she doesn't have much in anything else. I'm liking the look of Euphemia here, because she has a decent military and learning score, but better than that is Ute. 13, 11, 18, 6, 11, that's fine by me, so we're going to lose 400 prestige because she's just a courtier. But that's absolutely fine by me, because we will also just gain 300 prestige right back. And now that should modify our number. There we go, we're back up to 12. We've fulfilled our ambition to get married. Everything's good. And let's continue chasing down these rebels. Not rebels, adventurers. So yeah, that was pretty interesting, wasn't it? Bamian has converted. Where is our chaplain actually at? He's in Inda. Gotcha. God damn, Duke Wiederkind. Stop getting people trying to murder you. Oh, looks like we lost. I did not see that coming. No, it looks like a very large army came at us. Yeah, 35,000 guys. Well, we still killed 10,000 of them. So that's the danger of sort of getting a bit blindsided here. So what I want to do is find an easily assaultable place. Just really quick. I think Shinar would be alright. So we're just going to move these guys into Shinar because, as you've noticed, we're now only at 99%. We can't force a victory. And I would dearly like to avoid this army getting taken down. Luckily, the actual subunits... Nope, there we go. Its dicta's over. We've lost 14 of our retinues. Just because. So that's somewhat irritating. Send those guys back down there. Somewhat irritating. We're going to have to make a bunch more retinue units. I think we've got the cap for it. You know what? I will try making them right now, just so that I can be aware of this little bit of bastardry. Oh, so what was it? 6 shock retinues. 5 skirmish retinues. And then 3 knight retinues. All good. Can I select just them? Yep. And we'll set them off on a merry journey. Just down to there for the moment. Now the key here is that our army needs to really evade the shit out of the places. Luckily they're going to get into Kingila Mandala on the 7th of February. The others are going to get there on the 10th and 2nd, well, in March. Okay, so we're there. Can we get out of there? 22nd, 23rd of February. Beautiful. We've evaded. And with that particular note of things, let's leave that as the end of the episode. So, as usual, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. I will get to them as soon as possible. Even though I am working, I'm still checking my YouTube overnight, so, you know, don't feel that I won't respond until the weekends. If you liked the video, please give it a like. And if you would like to see more of this sort of thing, please subscribe if you have not already done so. In the meantime, though, I have been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.